What is going on? What is going on? You are tuning into another episode of Thoughts of Dizzy. And I just want to thank everybody that has subscribed, everybody that's officially known about the channel. And I'm sorry, not channel. The show on the Epic Lounge channel. There's going to be more to come. But basically, this isn't going to be one of those long videos. I'm just going to try to keep it as short as possible. But they announced Kendrick Lamar as the halftime performance for the Super Bowl coming up in 2025 for the 2024 season. And it's interesting to me because there's been a lot of, I guess you could say, backlash on the matter, and there's a lot of people that are not for it. There's some people that don't see what the big issue is. It seems like Lil Wayne kind of threw out a subliminal on his one of his pages. I believe it was I think it was his Facebook page. And then Juvenile, legendary Juvenile, spoke out, and he had some words. Nicki Minaj basically started the whole trend for the conversation with the tirade that she had on, I believe, X, formerly known as Twitter. And let me say this. For starters, I don't know what the hell Nicki Minaj was on, but from Juvenile's perspective, former group mate, pretty much all grew up together. Those of us who are early millennials grew up off of Cash Money from the 99 to the 2000. Anyways, what he basically said is he said that he was disappointed in the selecting of people that are in charge. So he mainly came at Roger Goodell and the NFL. And although he does have a good point, well, no, he has a good point. I agree. I'm not gonna lie. I definitely think, and I'm from the West Coast. I'm a Kendrick Lamar fan. I definitely think that Lil Wayne should be a part of it, if not have his own halftime performance. However, I don't think Kendrick's gonna do bad. I don't think that it's a matter of who's entitled. Black folks, we get so caught up in entitlement. You know, we should be getting this and we should get that and all of this other drama. But the facts are, there's a lot of things that probably went into it. There's, decisions that were made. Certain people are calling, Nicki Minaj is accusing Jay-Z of being petty and not liking Birdman and having something against them. Here's my thing. It would make total sense for Lil Wayne to perform at the halftime show in New Orleans. My major concern is how gun-ho we are on attacking and assassinating a black man that's in charge of something for not doing what we think should be the right thing or the logical thing. Now, I respect Juvenile's take more than anybody as far as right now, because Juvenile talked about, the structure of everything. And he even took it back to how many Super Bowls have been in New Orleans or Louisiana, but specifically New Orleans, and they've never had really any popular acts, especially as far as hip-hop is concerned, performing at these Super Bowls. Now, what everybody has to remember is this NFL Roc Nation deal that was done basically with Jay-Z some years ago. My issue with people speaking out about this is I find it hilarious and I find it kind of trash, because when Jay-Z when he inked that deal, when that came to light and everybody found out about it, Jay-Z got drugged through the mud then, because that was around the time Kaepernick was kneeling and everything like that, and there's supposed to be all of these protests and everything. So people really didn't care, or people had a disdain or a dislike. For those that think I'm BSing, go look it up. Try to go back to when Jay-Z, I forget the year, it hasn't been that long, when Jay-Z first got this deal and everybody was just talking all of this noise, calling them names and this, that, and the other, is sellout, and he basically stepped right over Kaepernick, and it was all of this. And so now that we've gotten these shows and we've gotten comfortable with the idea of what Jay-Z and Roc Nation is doing, now we want to start being like, oh, well, you need to be doing it like this. It's I don't want to say it's an oxymoron, but it's contradicting to be like, that's stupid, you should never do that, and then years later you're like, well, you're doing it wrong, you should have did it like this. I thought you guys shouldn't even be in support. But those that didn't have those takes, my thing is, we don't even know, and who knows, because people were so reactive, they probably could have possibly discouraged the idea of, I don't know, maybe Kendrick bringing some people out from New Orleans. Have y'all ever thought about that? Like, it's been less than 24 hours since it was announced at the time of me recording this, and then everybody's in an uproar. You know, all of these celebrities. And it's like, and it's always us. And I'm never going to stop talking about us, but it's always us turning it into a damn circus because we disagree with something. And my whole thing is why are we not, again, like I always say, why are we not trying to facilitate something that we can call our own, just like we did hip hop over 50 years ago? Why can't we do the same thing so we're not running into the issues? We complain about the NFL, we complain about the Oscars, we complain about all of these different things that, and don't get me wrong, they're valid complaints. But why are we still complaining today and not acting on these things? Now, I think Kendrick is going to do a great job. And who knows, Kendrick might surprise us and bring Lil Wayne out or bring the Hot Boys out. I don't know. Or he might surprise us and not. I don't know. But what I do know is we get so reactive over a decision, and we haven't even seen how everything plays out. We haven't seen what type of get down it's going to be. It's not like Kendrick hasn't performed at the Super Bowl before. It's just this time the light is being shined on him as far as him being the main performance. But it's a weird conversation to like get that emotional over. Again, I like what Juvenile's points was. He went higher up to the people that can completely control this stuff, and he called that out. He called out Goodell, but I don't know. Nicki's whole thing was wild to me. I don't know. I just think it's weird, and then we also act like this has never happened before. This happened in Atlanta. Have we not forgotten that? You know, when they had the Super Bowl in Atlanta not that long ago, that, you know, a lot of Atlanta artists, and that was crazy to me at that point because, I mean, Atlanta had a solid decade run on specifically with hip hop, trap music, and all that stuff. So that was very, very interesting. But we got to stop acting like we haven't been here before, and we have to stop complaining as if we haven't been here before when it comes to these things. My message to my people is, when are we going to stop complaining about the same stuff that we've already been seeing, and when are we going to start taking action? Who's going to be the real gangster and take some action and make some things happen to where we're in control of certain things? We know we control culture. We know we control fashion and style and trends and all that other stuff. But when are we going to incorporate that with building our own things to where now, you know, not only do we have a seat at the table, but we have our own table and people are fighting for a seat at our table. You know what I'm saying? That's what the conversation needs to be. We have to stop waiting for things like Oscars and Super Bowls and everything else to want to feel inspired or motivated to do something. Hey, I got an idea, hip hop. I got an idea. Hip hop and black entertainers that want to make these complaints. I have a complaint for y'all. When are you guys going to put your differences aside, going to put your emotions aside, and come together collectively with your personal resources, your personal connects, as well as money, and make some things happen? We live in a time right now with technology and everything else to where we could literally build things from the ground up. I don't want to hear you guys complaining about Instagram when you guys can create your own Instagram. I don't want to hear things about X and you guys can create your own X. Ice Cube created his own damn league. So I don't know why you guys aren't following suit and doing the same thing. I love Ice Cube for that. He has Cube Vision. He has his own league with the Big Three, and he's dealing with things. But did you guys band together with Ice Cube and say, what? The NBA did what? Oh, we're going to band together. We're going to put some money in and we're going to do this. I don't see those conversations. Y'all want to attack Jay-Z. We get it. A lot of y'all don't like Jay-Z. I don't personally have anything against Jay-Z, like the man's music, likes his hustle, but it's very apparent between the people that have bad business relationships or bad, energy with him and the people that some people might be jealous of him. I don't care about the decisions Jay-Z makes. Jay-Z's decisions and Roc Nation's decisions do not affect what I personally have going on. And you guys keep speaking on it as if he's personally affecting you. He probably affected you at one point if you did any business dealings or was a part of any beefs. But shut up and kill all of that noise with, well, Jay-Z should do this and do that, because y'all didn't care about it when he first inked the deal with the NFL. Y'all was already calling him, somebody that was turning his back on Kaepernick and everything like that. So my gripe and what my issue with y'all, and when I say y'all, I'm talking about the people that act like they know everything that's going on and how things should be, so maybe comment warriors, but I'm also talking about the celebrities, the rich celebrities that have the money and resources and relationships to at least start a foundation to build something so that we can control the decision making, or they can collectively control the decision making. Let's have that conversation. It's the Super Bowl. At the end of the day, the NFL is bigger than all of you guys. The NFL is damn near bigger than the music. Well, I shouldn't say the music industry, but pretty much the music industry. It has its own day of the damn week, okay? Ratings, crazy. $billion companies paying millions just to get a couple seconds for Super Bowl commercials. Let's stop acting like, you know what I'm saying, this is like the NFL isn't what it is. Now, again, I agree. I think Lil Wayne should be a part of it or should have his own thing. But I'm not going to sit up here and flip tables because he's not. Because there's a whole lot of things I think that should be a certain type of way. But I'm not going to run online and complain and cry about it. I'm not doing that. And for you guys, and watching millionaires do it is hilarious. Watching millionaires do what regular people like us do every day is hilarious, because for most of us, that's the only outlet we have. You know what I'm saying? Podcasting or getting on your platform where people follow you and love you and speak in your mind. But it's hilarious seeing people that actually have the funds and resources that most of us don't have still cry and complain as if they don't have those resources. So that's what I say. Hey, Juvenile, I got a message for you. Like, I feel you with Lil Wayne, but I have a personal gripe. When is the Hot Boys going to stop beefing and stop being childish and give a lot of us what we really want? A Hot Boys Cash Money reunion tour. When we going to see that? I think that would be bigger than Lil Wayne performing at the Super Bowl. I don't know. Maybe I'm just tripping. But if y'all agree with me, let me know if you agree with me in the comments or if you disagree with me. Anyways, I appreciate you guys listening. Make sure you like and subscribe to the Epic Lounge Network and turn on notifications, especially if you want to see more episodes of Thoughts of Dizzy. I hope we get it together, people. Until next time, peace out.